Okay.
Open your camera.
Yeah.
Sorry for a little bit late. Okay. Look,
What?
we have come last class, the last science class. We have completed about.
Oh, sir, I got 98 in science.
Okay, cell organelles. How? 98 out of 100.
98 out of 100.
Okay, look. Last class we completed cell organization. Cell organization. Then tell me how many component of a cell found in human beings? How many component?
Components of cell. Okay. There are total four components.
What are they?
Four components are cell, tissues, organs, and groups of organs.
Group of
Group system.
group of organ is called organ system.
Organ system.
Okay. Cell, tissue, organ, organ system. Then my next question: how many types of
Do I
tissue?
write this down or
No, 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 no. How many type of tissue found in human beings?
four?
What are they?
They are nervous tissues,
Look my screen. Don't look your note. Nervous tissue.
uh, nervous tissues. There are muscle tissues.
Hmm.
There are etho.
Nervous tissue. Muscle tissue.
Okay, there are connect. There's a connective system, and
Mm.
there is ethomanimal.
Epithelial. Connective system and epithelial system. Okay. Uh, what is the main function of a nervous tissue?
It sends messages from
Wow. What is, okay.
spinal cord.
What is the main function of a muscle tissue?
It remains the structure of the body.
Yes. And all. It remains the structure of the body. What is the work of a connective tissue?
They connect all the organs of our body.
Okay, they connect one part of body to another part of body. Okay, in connective tissue, we have learned some word. What do you mean by tendon? So what do you mean by?
Tendons,
Hmm.
tendons are tendons are the part which connects it to the organs. No,
Look, tendons are the tissue which connect bone to muscle. You forgot, bone to muscle is tendon, bone to bone is ligament.
to bone is tendon, bone to organ is
Okay,
ligament.
then the next one. How many types of muscle tissue found in human beings?
206.
How many types of muscle tissue?
Oh, the muscle tissues. Okay,
Hmm.
like that three.
Three types: skeletal, s-
Skeleton, smooth.
cardiac, and smooth.
Yeah.
Then epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue, it is the covering of our body, like skin, different organ. Okay, you have to remember this. That day I was telling you that was your homework. You did not cover it, so you have to complete it. Okay, you got 98 out of 100. That's good, but you have to practice. Then the next thing is cell permeable. Okay, tell me. Here I am drawing one cell. The outer covering of the cell is called
Layer.
the outer covering of the cell is called.
Oh, cell. The cell wall.
Oh, this is animal cell.
What is that?
अरे in animal cell cell wall is absent ना.
one second, मैं watching है.
Hmm? What is
हाँ.
this? Look, in animal cell cell wall is absent ना.
Yes.
So my question is, what is the this structure? Cell membrane.
Okay. Cell membrane.
Cell membrane or plasma membrane?
Do I write this down?
No, no, no. Okay, last time I am telling you, complete the previous one.
What is this
Whatever I was giving you, you have to complete. Otherwise, you don't understand what do I mean. What do I telling you? My question is, in a animal cell, the outer covering is called a plasma membrane. Na? Plasma.
one? It's called a membrane. I know that.
Then what is the work of plasma membrane? Plasma membrane separate the outer environment to the cell organelles. It is separate. Na?
It separates the outer layer.
It is separate the cell content from the external environment. It is like your look. It is your room. It is your building. There are different room are there. How one room different from another room? By the wall, na?
Yes.
Like this, in cell, this layer is called the plasma membrane, which separate cell content from the environment. Okay.
Okay.
Now my question is it permeable, impermeable, or selectively permeable? What does it mean? Permeable means permeable means like sponge, cotton cloth. Look, I should try to understand. Today, we are going to learn cell permeability. The meaning of a permeability is it is a layer, na?
Hmm.
Is it allow everything inside the cell or coming outside the cell or
Everything.
means suppose it is our cell. Okay.
Hmm.
Is every material can every material go inside the cell?
No.
If no, then it comes somewhere permeable, impermeable, or selectively permeable. Permeable means every material can go inside the cell, come inside the cell, come outside the cell. Look, you have three options: permeable, impermeable, selectively permeable. The yours plasma membrane comes under what? Is it a permeable membrane or impermeable membrane or selectively permeable membrane? Do you understand my question?
Yes.
Permeable means try to understand. I'm giving you one. Read the definition. Look, object can be permeable, impermeable, selectively permeable. Do you understand?
Yes.
A permeable object allows water and air to easily pass through. What is the meaning of permeable? Permeable means a object. It is an object. Okay. Do you understand? Hello.
Hmm. Yes.
A object allows water and air to easily pass through is called permeable. That means, look, an example of a permeable object is cotton. The cotton you are wearing cotton cloth, na?
Yes.
But cotton cloth can easily allow water and air to pass through it. Water and air pass through it. If you on your cotton cloth, if you put water, water can easily pass.
Yeah.
Air is also easily pass. So that's why Cotton is called a permeable paper. What is the meaning of permeable? Water and air can easily pass.
Okay.
Remember the word. The
So a teacher, she made us do this experiment. So yesterday we put, the candy gummy bear, the
mm,
jam one.
mm,
She she said she gave us two containers. She said to put one in normal water and one in salt water.
mm.
So we were supposed to make prediction and hypothesis of like thinking of what will happen. So today we saw that the tap water one or the sink normal water one, that one was like very huge. It expanded, but the tap water one, the salt water one, it had lower concentration,
Yes,
so
yes.
it
I
formed a
okay. I will teach you just what I understand. What are you saying? My question is, are you understand permeable?
hmm,
Permeable means it is an
between air and water
object.
flow in it.
Object. It is an object which allow air and water easily pass through it. Okay. Then example of permeable things is look. Example of permeable things is cotton cloth, cotton,
Cotton cloth.
sponge is also
Sponge.
paper is also example paper. These are the different object which is permeable. Okay.
Okay. An object or like is it a
Object. Has
so
to
it
try.
can be non-living also.
Okay, yes. Permeable meaning is different. Permeable means any object that can be living or non-living that allow water and air to easily pass through.
Okay.
Tell you. Then one another thing, impermeable. Impermeable. Look. You have a plastic box. Can water pass through the plastic box? Can air pass through the plastic box? So that means plastic is which type of object?
Imper-
Impermeable. So an impermeable object does not allow air or water to pass through.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Tell me what is the meaning of permeable?
What permeable is basically an object which allows water or air to pass through.
Example,
Example of permeable can be cotton, paper,
sponge,
mm, yeah, sponge.
then impermeable.
Impermeable is the opposite. It is when objects do not allow water or air to pass through,
Okay, example,
like plastic box.
plastic box. And then tell me another example of impermeable.
Another example,
Glass,
yeah, glass,
then
glass water bottle,
metal spoon.
spoon.
Do you understand what do you mean by impermeable?
Yes,
Then the third thing is selectively permeable. Permeable means it can easily pass water under
air.
air. But look, do you see filter paper?
What paper?
Filter paper.
water filter paper?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Or tea strainer, tea
Tea
strain,
what?
tea
Yes,
strain,
tea strainer.
tea strainer is the best example of a selectively permeable. Whenever you are making tea, after making tea, you are using tea strainer to clean tea from the tea leaves. Na?
Yes.
So this tea, tea strainer is called a selectively permeable. Selectively permeable means some selected material can pass through it. Okay, do you understand?
Yes.
Look, a material that is selectively permeable only allows some substance to pass through. Permeable means it can pass any substance. Impermeable means it cannot pass substance. But selectively permeable means only allows substance to pass. There are some selective substance, okay,
Mm.
that can pass through. The best example is the cell membrane. Best example is the cell membrane. Do you understand?
Oh,
Cell membrane is selectively permeable
so it is specific substance it
uh,
allows to pass through.
because it only allows certain molecules to cross the membrane to carry out their liquid function. Look, look. That means through in through the cell membrane, some selective material can pass. Selective molecules which is necessary for performing the required function inside the cell. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, look. This is your home. Okay. Do you allow everyone to come inside your house?
No.
Those person who are your cousins, who are your cousins, your friends.
Mm.
That person was only allowed to come inside your home, na?
Yes.
But if you go one movie theater, it is open for everyone, na?
Yes.
If you go to watch Parliament, it is open for selected person, na?
Yes.
So can I say selective permeable means only allow some substance to pass through it?
Yes.
Why? Why cell need different molecule? Because the cell perform different function. Na?
What? What?
Look, cell membrane allows some material to come inside it. Why? Because cell should perform some function. Na?
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Look, cell needs to allow which material are coming inside the cell. Look, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide in and out of the cell. Look, semi-permeable means it allows some special substance to come inside the cell and out inside the cell. Na?
Yes.
So those substances are one is water, one is water, then oxygen, then
Oxygen.
oxygen, then carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the selected substance which can come inside the cell and also out from the cell. Okay, that means cell wall allow these substance. Cell membrane allows the substance to come inside the cell and goes outside the cell. Okay, the substance are water, then carbon dioxide and oxygen. Do you understand?
Yes.
Then tell me why cell allows water, carbon dioxide, oxygen inside the cell? Why it allows?
Why it allows? Because it needs it.
It needs it to perform various function, required function. Okay?
Hmm.
Look, the cell membrane block large molecule that can harm the cell and prevent them from entering. Look, cell membrane allow, tell me the substance that can be passed through the cell membrane.
Um, Oxygen,
Mhm. Then,
carbon dioxide,
then
blood,
water.
water.
But okay, now tell me
But
that
can blood also do?
look, then the next thing is there are some substance which can never be passed through cell membrane. Like look, the cell membrane block large molecule that can harm the cell that cannot be passed through the cell membrane. Okay,
Hmm.
do you understand what I'm trying to teach you?
Yes.
First, we learn three types of substance: permeable, impermeable, selectively permeable. Permeable means those substances which can easily pass water and oxygen through it, like cotton.
Hmm.
Impermeable means the substance that can never allow air and water to pass through it. Okay, the, the example is a glass. Selectively permeable means only allows some substance pass through it. It allows some substance. But the best example is the cell cell membrane. Cell
Membrane.
membrane. Then look. Okay, look. Try to understand my look. This is your house, okay?
Okay.
In Kanna number one, your mother is making biryani for you.
Okay.
Do you eat biryani?
Yes.
In Kanna number one, your mother is eating, preparing biryani for you. You are sleeping at Kanna number four.
Okay.
Without going to your mother's room, the kitchen, or without your mother is coming from the kitchen, by by the smell, you know now your mother is preparing biryani for you. How?
Yes.
How this smell coming from corner number one to corner number four?
It because it is a strong smell.
What strong smell?
Like you can smell it from far away.
This is my first question. The look my second question. Suppose this is a bucket. Inside bucket, water is there. Okay. In the water, I am using one ink, blue color ink. Okay. After putting the blue color ink, I am sucking the water.
Okay.
What happened? This blue color ink is completely legible with the water now.
Yes.
What does it mean? That means, look, look my past example. In corner number one, the, the smell concentration is high. Smell concentration means, let, look, there is a process is acting, there is a process is involved with which movement particle from higher concentration to lower concentration. What does it mean? In in corner number one, the air particle which contain the smell of a biryani is high, na? because here biryani is preparing.
yeah,
The corner number 4 where you sleep, here, here the concentration of a biryani smell is low na?
yeah.
So this smell, but the air particle that contain biryani smell is coming from high concentration to lower concentration.
Okay.
High concentration means high amount.
Yeah, ink also has a high
Ah, yes,
concentration.
yes, yes, yes. Suppose I put one ink, one drop of a ink. In this area, the concentration of a ink is high,
Hmm.
so it comes from higher to lower concentration.
Okay.
The meaning of higher to lower concentration is high high concentration means maximum area to minimum area.
Hmm.
Okay. So diffusion is the movement of particle from a higher concentration to an area of lower concentration.
Okay.
Do you understand what is the meaning of this?
Hmm.
Okay.
Can it
Me?
be from a lower concentration to a higher
No,
concentration,
no,
or
no,
does
no,
it have to be?
no, no.
Okay, okay.
Does not happen. Only higher concentration to lower concentration.
Okay, one
Okay. Look the another example. During making of a tea, making of a
second.
what are you doing? You are boiling. Uh, you are boiling the water.
Hmm.
After boiling the water, you are putting tea leaves. Tea leaves in the boiling water, na?
Yeah.
Then what should you do? You wait until this tea leaves mix with the water.
Hmm.
This is also example of a diffusion. Diffusion means movement of particle from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay.
What if it is like no concentration at all, but but then still going to a low concentration? Will that also count as
No,
diffusion?
no, no. Only higher concentration to lower concentration. Suppose, as a normal example, look, you have two bucket. Okay.
Hmm.
In bucket number one, the water is filled. In bucket number one is filled with water. Bucket number two, there is no water. If you use one pipe, if you use one pipe to connect bucket number one and bucket number two, water is coming from in bucket number one, water is in higher concentration. In bucket number two, the water is in lower concentration. So finally, water is coming from higher concentration to lower concentration. Na? From bucket number one to bucket number two. Na?
Yes.
This is called diffusion. This process is called how? How water is coming from bucket number one to bucket number two. How water is coming from bucket number one to bucket number by the process diffusion.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean by diffusion by giving different example?
Yes.
Diffusion is the movement of particle from a higher concentration to movement of a particle. Look, movement of a particle from a higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay. Diffusion is the movement of particle from a plentiful area. Otherwise, you can say plentiful area means the area where particle is available in much. Okay.
Hmm.
To an area where there are few of them. Here the particle is high, it is movement, it move through the area where the particle is in few. Okay, you should remember these two definition. So my question is, tell me, Cell membrane allows substance name that can pass through the cell membrane.
What?
Tell me the substance name that can pass through the cell membrane.
Water, oxygen, carbon dioxide.
Same thing, it is coming out from the what? Cell. Okay?
Okay.
Then my question is how? How this happen? How water is coming inside the cell, oxygen inside the cell, carbon dioxide inside the cell. And how it is coming?
Because
Hmm.
because it is a permeable and the object gives permission, it allows it to go and come inside.
Okay, look. Your house is also selectively permeable. Inside the door, you can allow that person, the person which is allowed by you, they can come inside your house.
Yes.
Can he always comes?
No.
That means my question is okay. Water, oxygen, carbon dioxide can go inside the cell and also coming outside the cell. My question is which process is involved in this? Diffusion. Which process?
Diffusion.
Diffusion. What is the meaning of diffusion? Movement of a
It is
particle.
when the movement of particle from a higher concentration to a lower concentration.
Higher, higher concentration means plentiful area, plentiful
Area.
area to few area.
Hmm.
This is the definition of a diffusion, na?
Yeah.
Then, look, diffusion is used to transfer oxygen in a cell. Uh, when a cell, look, this is cell, okay?
Hmm.
This is plasma membrane. Look,
Yeah.
look to my screen.
Yes, I'm looking.
You are out from the camera range.
Now,
Uh, look, diffusion is used to transfer oxygen into a cell. When a cell is lacking oxygen, when what the meaning of lacking?
like down.
Decreasing. The oxygen from outside the cell will diffuse through the membrane. As this oxygen is used, more oxygen will diffuse into the cell to replenish the supply. Okay, tell me. Suppose inside the cell, the concentration of oxygen is low, na?
Hmm.
Because it uses the oxygen continuously. Okay.
Yeah.
In outside the environment, concentration of oxygen is high, na?
Yes.
Generally in air, oxygen is available, na?
Yes.
So what are you doing? Concentration of oxygen outside the cell is high.
Hmm.
Concentration of oxygen inside the cell is low. So what happened? Think
That means
that means. Hey, so what is the meaning of diffusion?
diffusion is the moment when a higher concentration goes to lower
Here
concentration.
you look, na. This is the cell. Inside the cell, concentration of oxygen is low. Outside the environment, concentration of oxygen is high. What will happen?
The concentration which is high from the outside will go inside.
Yes. This is how oxygen is goes inside to the cell.
So basically, permeability, that permeable selective with all of that, that is a part of diffusion because
Cell,
it's
look,
coming.
look. Cell membrane is allows some selectively material to pass inside it by the process diffusion. By the process of a diffusion, because look na, here The concentration of oxygen is high there.
Yes.
Outside the cell it is high. Inside the cell concentration of oxygen is low now. Why inside the cell concentration is low? Because cell is using this oxygen na?
Yeah.
Then what will happen? Due to diffusion process, this oxygen is coming from higher concentration to lower concentration.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Then if someone asks you the question, how oxygen is going inside the cell? You should tell by diffusion. You should tell by diffusion.
Because of diffusion.
Ah,
Okay.
then osmosis. What? Osmosis.
Osmosis.
Look my screen. Osmosis is the movement of water through a selectively permeable membrane. What does it mean? Look, tell me the substance which can pass through the cell membrane.
The substances that can pass through are water, carbon dioxide, and oxygen.
Look, the movement of water inside the cell through diffusion is called osmosis. Or the movement of water through the cell membrane. Okay, by diffusion is called osmosis.
So diffusion is called osmosis.
Or movement of water. Why are you thinking about diffusion? Diffusion is the process how water, air, and oxygen goes inside the cell. But the movement of water is specially called osmosis.
Mm. Okay.
Look. Osmosis is the movement of water through a selectively permeable membrane. Look, when water is going inside the cell or coming in outside the cell, this is called osmosis.
When
Oh,
water is coming out or going in,
yes,
both.
yes, both. Open your camera.
But isn't that also um, permeable?
Open your camera first.
My camera is closed. Why is my camera
Hmm.
closed?
First, you are confusing okay yourself. Number one, cell membrane is selectively permeable. Select. What is the meaning of selectively permeable? It
It
allow.
has specific or certain thing which it allows to go in and out.
Then the certain things are what?
Those
A-
depends on the cell. That
air.
is water, air, oxygen, and carbon.
Okay, then tell me. How these water, air, and oxygen go inside the plasma membrane?
Because they are selectively permeable in the
Because of a
senses.
diffusion.
Oh, yeah.
We have already covered this. Na? Selectively permeable membrane means it allows select material. How it allowed? How this material go inside the cell? Because of a diffusion. Because of a diffusion.
Diffusion.
Then the movement of a water through the cell membrane is specially called osmosis.
The moment. Can you
Okay.
repeat that sentence?
Look your definition. Osmosis is the movement of water through a selectively permeable membrane or a cell membrane. Okay,
Okay.
osmosis is a form of a diffusion. It is a form of a diffusion that involves water. Means look, when water is coming inside the cell or outside the cell by diffusion, water, only remember water.
Hmm.
Only at that case, we call it as osmosis.
That is osmosis.
Yes.
So osmosis is basically
Movement of water.
a, so it is a part of diffusion.
Yes. You have to remember osmosis is the movement of water. Movement of a
What?
water by diffusion. By diffusion. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Look.
I don't exactly get it, but
Movement of oxygen. There is no definition of a movement of oxygen. Okay.
hmm. Hmm.
Movement of a carbon dioxide. There is no any definition of a movement of a carbon dioxide. Okay. But movement of water has a definition called osmosis. Okay.
So basically, diffusion is like
The
osmosis.
movement of water.
One sec. One
Only remember movement of a water through cell membrane is called osmosis.
moment of water.
Okay.
One. Okay.
Then look. The water content in a cell must remain relatively same. Look, you should remember water water inside the cell, water inside the
Cell.
always remains same. Relatively means not too much high, not look my screen. Too much high, not too much low. If 1 second, if only 1 second, if the water is high inside the cell or low inside the cell will be dead. Hello? Hello? You,
Yes.
why are you sleeping?
No, no, I'm writing the definition down.
Which definition?
That water inside cell one.
Okay, look. Try to understand. Don't write anything. Look, what the water content in a cell must remain relatively same. That means what the
In the cell,
yes, not too much high, not too much low. It is always constant. It is always
constant.
constant. Don't think your water inside the cell always remains same. Means constant. Okay. Osmosis allows cell to maintain this water threshold and is extremely important for the life of the cell. Means who balance the water inside the cell? Osmosis. Who?
Osmosis.
Do you understand?
Okay.
In the, if the water content outside the cell is greater than inside the cell, look, hello,
Yeah.
look my screen.
Yes.
Due to osmosis, the water content inside the cell remain constant. Water content inside the
Constant. Like
constant. Fixed,
constant.
fixed.
Yeah.
Not too much high, not too much
Yeah.
high, not too much low.
Mm.
Okay?
Oh,
Then look. If the water content outside the cell is greater than inside the cell, water will move into the cell. If the opposite is true, water will flow out of the cell. Look, what does it mean? It is cell. Okay? It is a,
Yeah.
it is a cell. It is outside the cell. It is outside
Cell.
the concentration of water. Look my screen. If the concentration of water is high outside the cell, concentration of water is low inside the cell. The water is going inside the cell. Okay?
Okay.
This movement of a substance into and out of a cell is called cellular transport.
Cellular transport.
What is the meaning of cellular transport? The movement of a substance into and outside the cell. Means कुछ substance है जो entry कर रहे हैं, कुछ substance है जो बाहर हो रहे हैं. This is called cellular respiration transportation. Example of a cellular transportation include diffusion and osmosis. Means movement of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and movement of water. Do you understand?
Mm.
Read once. If you have doubt, then ask me.